Boy, wasn't that soundbite awfully crunched. What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic morning, because I most certainly am. My name is Azurblade, and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog. Today, I am playing through Sonic the Hedgehog for the Game Gear. And just like my Sonic CD Let's Play, I will be telling you the names of the badniks that we are going to be encountering in the zone. Just like Sonic CD, yes, I am completely embracing the Metal Cyber Shell moniker that people gave me. First on today's list is Motobug, and just like in the Sega Genesis version, all he does is move left and right pretty slowly. All you really need to do is either jump over him or roll into him. He's not too problematic. Wow, I stuttered my words there badly. But I give him a 1 out of 10. He may be the most iconic badnik, but he's far from the worst. Second on today's list is Buzz Bomber. Now, sadly, Buzz Bomber did not transition to the Game Gear all that well either. He hovers so low to the ground that you can easily jump into him and he won't even get a chance to shoot at you because of all the screen crunch. So sadly, Buzz Bomber only gets a 2 out of 10 instead of a 3 out of 10. And the only reason I'm even giving him that is because he can actually attack you from a distance, unlike the other two badniks of this level. And the third and final badnik for today is Crab Meat. And I give him a 1 out of 10. He slowly moves left and right, just like Motobug. However, unlike Motobug, he can actually attack you with some projectiles, but they have such short range that they might as well not even be there. You won't realistically ever get hit by it because you'll just simply roll into him. So in other words, 1 out of 10, he sucks, and he dies. The end of story. Now, some of you might be wondering, wow, I ran right into that. That's what I get for not paying attention to my screen all the way. Azurblade, are you really playing Sonic the Hedgehog again? I mean, kind of, yes, but the Game Gear version of this game does have significant differences compared to the Sega Genesis version of the game. It may start off in Green Hill Zone, but trust me, the similarities start and just about end with this level. Ooh, I almost fell into the pit. Oh no, my rings! Oh, that's unfortunate. And here we are at the end of the level. And as you can see, oh, we got Eggman's ugly mug waiting for us at the end here. It is what it is. Nice. Level 1 is finished. But yeah, I actually like the Game Gear version of Sonic 1. It's different enough from the Sega Genesis version of the game that it can be its own standalone thing. It's not just a watered-down version of the Genesis version like most handheld games would be. I mean, these first two levels are completely different from the Sega Genesis, which I totally appreciate. And honestly, I actually kind of like the level selection in this game a little more sometimes. I mean, there's levels in this that I like less than I would in the Sega Genesis version, but my favorite level from Sonic 1 is in this part of the game. Now, there are Chaos Emeralds in this game, just like the Sega Genesis version, which I keep comparing this to. But you don't get them through special stages. Instead, you gotta find them in the level, like so. And there are 6 emeralds in the game because this is, of course, Sonic 1. So, 1 of 6 emeralds has been acquired. Yeah! Now let's head up here. Alley-oop! Woohoo! And I love the music for this game. It's that wonderful 8-bit goodness that I can't help but adore oh so much. Let's get ourselves some more rings. I want to try and get 50 rings before the end of the stage, so I'm gonna go a little crazy here. No, I missed the jump. Alright, alley-oop. Now, I'm nowhere near as familiar with this game as I am the Sega Genesis port of this game, so I'm not gonna be nearly as good at this game as I was the other one. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta do this right. Get up there we go. Rolling down, woohoo! And there we go. I went so fast, I went underneath the sign. If you have 50 rings at the end of the stage, you'll get an exclamation point sign instead of an Eggman or a Sonic sign. And this is how you get to the special stage in this game. And it's an actual level with a bunch of springs and a bunch of bumpers, and your goal is to get as many rings as possible and try to get extra lives. Now, this game's not that difficult, but it does have its moments later in the game that will remind you that this is a classic game and it will not pull its punches sometimes. Oh, and there you got the continue monitor. You destroy it and you get yourself a continue. So let's try. Whoa, what the heck? And as you can plainly see, wow. The collision of the bumpers in this is a little glitchy sometimes, as you can plainly see, because of how fast you go. It's very easy to just glitch your way through the frickin' bumpers. Let's try this again, Allie. Yep, there we go. And there we go. Got ourselves a continue. Woohoo! Boink. And there we are at the end of the special stage. And you'll always get an Eggman face sign at the end, so he gets to laugh. He's like, ha ha, you got my sign, Sonic. Ha ha ha. Oh well. Level 3 is the boss level, just like the Genesis. And it's got a neat little cutscene of Eggman hovering around and then staring at you. However, unlike the Genesis version of the game, the levels in this are pretty short, and the boss is at the end, as always. And you don't get any rings for the bosses, so they can be a little threatening, except for this Goofy Gooper coming up. All the way over here. There he is. I don't know what the heck Eggman was planning to do here, but this is the saddest excuse for a boss fight in the entire franchise, honestly. The only way he'll attack you is by hovering around within jumping range, and then after a while he'll slowly hover down and try to sprint into you that way. It's really silly. But next time on Sonic the Hedgehog Game Gear, we will explore the next zone. See you guys next time. Take care, everybody.